To me, music and art is our natural resource. It's how we know we're civilized. It's what separates us from animals. Art and music and that type of education gives kids self-esteem. It teaches them skills, how to be creative and think on their own and be self-sufficient. You know, without that, we're handicapping our kids. I think it's absolutely vital and necessary to have arts education. Education is very important. I think it's important that we separate education from schooling. You can go to the best schools, the richest schools, and still be a fucking idiot. You can get education from anywhere. You can get educated through hip hop. You can get educated through traveling the world. Education is important. Learning and studying, however you get it, is important. The lesson I got from my parents that was the most important is to not take anything on surface and look beneath the surface always. And I think that's what education is peeling back the layers and looking beneath the surface. Well, you know, hip hop starts from the inner cities and programs being cut. They were, you know, New York City was going through a financial crisis, and a lot of programs, of course, the poor people are affected the most, and a lot of programs were cut. And the first thing that was cut was the arts and the music, but it's like the rose that grew from concrete. You can't snuff that out. If you cut the arts in the school, if you cut the music in the school, the kids are going to plug into the lampposts in the streets and start banging on the tables in the lunchroom. They're going to make music. They're going to make art somehow, some way. It's always going to come out. Hip-hop is a product of arts education being cut in schools. It's showing the resilience and the power of the intelligence and the passion of poor people, of people of color, people who have nothing but still need to create. Creating art is just like breathing air. It's the same thing.
I used to always address and still address people when they say they love hip hop. And I say, well, do you love black people? And then that's met with well, what's that got to do with it? I said, well, because you're looking at something that comes out of a people with more respect than the people themselves.
So I think if I had one thing to say to a younger me would be, hey, you need to express yourself. You need to say what's on your mind, especially to someone who loves you. Like, you could work it out, you know?
And when I got opportunity to be in the music business, I said, fuck it, and left all that shit. Like I did like 3 years. My last year, I got all incompletes. It wasn't like I didn't get F's and shit. I just said, fuck it. I'm gonna go make more money than all my teachers, and fuck it.
We met Will Smith, bro, and he was like, yo, he's like, I heard you guys are from Philly. We're like, yeah. He's like, are you gonna move out here? You gonna move out here? We're like, yeah. He's like, first step in the right direction. And that was it. I knew there was no fucking turning back. I was inspired by LA, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna move to LA full time. I love Philly, but this is it.